reading on Indian yoga and the like. So I thought, I wonder if those people are here in this country, in Germany. Maybe, if they're here, they're probably in some college town, or the young people are where things are happening. Maybe they're in Heidelberg. So I got my little one-man tent, and I headed for Heidelberg, and pitched my tent in a camping place, walked across the Neckar River, walked into the town square, and first thing I saw were 3 devotees chanting Hare Krishna. And I went up to them. They were just finishing their day. It was afternoon, 5 o'clock or so. They were just sort of packing up and going home. So I went with them. And Shivananda Prabhu was one of these devotees, and Prithu Prabhu was another, and one other American devotee whose name I don't remember. And when I asked Shivananda Prabhu, so what is this you do? He said, we practice bhakti yoga. I had read about bhakti yoga, and I thought, I think this is what I'm looking for. And so I asked, could I come? No, I asked, what do you do? Do you do some morning, some meditation or something? Oh yes, we get up at 4 in the morning, and we practice this meditation. Can I come and join you tomorrow morning? Yes, please. Next, back to my tent. Next morning I came at 4:30. I rang the doorbell. Nobody answered the door. I rang the doorbell. They were upstairs. Apparently, the doorbell didn't work. All right, so I waited for them to go back out on the street that day to do their preaching. I went back to them. I said, I came this morning. I didn't answer. You came? Yeah, I was there at 4:30 in the morning. You were here at 4:30 in the morning? Yeah, you said you started at 4:30 in the morning, so I was here. Wow. So that day I joined them and ended up staying, although I wasn't really planning to stay. I was just going to check them out for 3 weeks. But in 3 weeks' time, Srila Prabhupada was coming to Paris, and so the devotees said, wouldn't you like to come with us? And of course, meanwhile, hearing all about Prabhupada, seeing his picture, and so on and so forth. And, all right, yes, why not, let me go. And on the way to Paris, the GBC at that time, Hansa Buddha, asked me, so would you like to get initiated? And I said, yeah. And as they say, the rest is history. As far as ashrama goes, Hansa Buddha used to always joke with me because he was from America, I was from America, we were in Germany, and he would always he would always address me sort of like the typical suburban American neighbors. He would always say, "Hi, Harry, how you doing?" That's kind of our little joke. And then one day he said, "Hey, Harry, I hope you never marry." And I kind of took that as a message. Maybe, this is... So, some time later, some months, maybe a year later, we were in Schloss Rettershof. His wife asked me one day, how would you like to marry that brahmacharini over there? And I looked at her, and fortunately, she was not attractive. And I thought, yeah, truth be told, if she'd been attractive, I don't know. But at least in my eyes, she didn't make it. So I had a one-word answer, and the answer was no. Would you like to marry? No. And then the subject was closed. She never asked me again. Nobody ever pushed me in that direction. Also, the next GDC, Harikesh Swami, I have to give him credit for that, although he has since, as we said, changed his ashram to Grihastha now. But he always very much supported the brahmachari ashram, and in my case, he always encouraged me to remain brahmachari. He never encouraged me to take sannyas. I usually, or I sometimes get the question why you're not a sannyasi. I'm never quite sure how to answer it. One point is that I got what you might call another sort of blessing some years later from Tamal Krishna Maharaj. We were in Vrindavan, and I was chatting with Tamal Krishna Maharaj, and at one point he kind of stepped back and he looked me up and down and he said, how come you're not a sannyasi? In his way, anyone who knew him, he had this way about him. How come you're not? And I didn't say anything, and then he said, well, Narada Muni, he's not a sannyasi, he's a brahmacharya. And the four Kumars, they're not sannyasis, they're brahmacharis. It's okay, you can remain brahmachari. End of discussion. I don't know that I can, having said those things, I don't know that I can claim that I ever sort of once and for all made this decision, I'm going to be a brahmachari. And in this respect, I make absolutely no claims for being an ideal brahmachari. I think I'm not alone in experiencing that the idea comes from time to time. It would be nice to be a householder. I guess I feel a certain blessing, though, but maybe we'll hear about other kinds of blessings. I feel a certain blessing that I've been, let's say, reminded from different perspectives that the household ashram it's really quite something to undertake. I have to say also I have all admiration for our householders. Just having a sense for what it is that they do undertake, the responsibility they take. And actually it is a duty of brahmacharis to show respect to grihasthas. It's a big mistake for brahmacharis to think, what to speak of, acting like we are the superior ashram. Because brahmacharis are actually in the line, in the sort of line of the ashramas, we're actually on the bottom rung. We have the least responsibility. Householders, I remember years ago, the estimated average amount of